Boom, headshot. There we go. Hey, Pierre, how you doing, buddy? Warning. Yes, okay. Let's see. Welcome to another wonderful stream. Is this gonna work? Is this going to work? Unplug you. We're like 3/4 ready. Can you hear me alright, Piernoff? I think that's your little name I see on screen, cause my messenger wants me to log in with all my data that I forget at the moment. Something popped up. Is that Camazotz? Cam! Bookmark! Bookmark! Like chicken style. Okay, how does my microscope look nowadays? Ooh. 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 That looks pretty. Look at the color. I love it. Here, let's focus. It does not look focused at all. Nice. Ew. Ew. Shiny. Yeah, I'm looking and it's like barely touching the yellow, and it should be almost clipping every 8 seconds or so, because I'm old-fashioned and thinking of a cassette player that clips once every 8 seconds. That's what you want to see, right? And the audio drivers for this headset will not install on Windows 10. This is the computer that I triple booted off of, which is funny. Windows 10 is working pretty well, actually, so can't complain. This stuff is going off to the side. Hey, Micro Major Repair, welcome. A new version of free. Yeah, okay. We're gonna install you later because this is working. Motherboard. I don't want to touch you. No, the screws. No, the screws. Flip. We have everybody's favorite glued-in battery here today. I'm on an A1446 600% volume, which is kind of Huh. Yeah, my MacBook Air wouldn't even like load up the stream, so your internet's working today. Not that usual X260? What? I don't know. Oh, I talked about the normal computer use is the X260. Yeah, I'm saying that right. English is working today. Okay, everybody. We're gonna learn today how to replace the battery. So first you poke some holes all over it. No, don't do that, please. Big desk. Don't need an extractor right now. So step 1, pull your motherboard out. Boof, done. This computer's like been sitting dead for 6 months or so. So when you brought it by, I said, nah, we're gonna pull out the motherboard and verify that your ISL isn't like got blown up resistor or something super obviously wrong with it. So motherboard's out. You get to see me take out an I/O board. Yeah, all 2 screws of it. How's everyone's week going? Y'all ready for the weekend? Some people dread the weekend. I need this here. Twitch is telling me that I can manage my Twitch from my phone. We are going to pull the batteries out, which is why we take the motherboard out. To make life easy. Hey, this is missing a magnet. I wonder if that's on the case. That could be like a terrible place for a screw to fall on the hinge. Oh, I'm green still. This is good. My bit rate is dropped all the way down. Hype Dog, thanks for the follow over there on Mixer. Was that super freaking loud or what? That like broke my ears. Think bad. X260 your laptop use all the time, but audio is complete. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I actually really enjoy using MacBook Air for like daily driving use. I know, shun me all you wish. Ooh, these speakers look good. Nobody said that their ears are bleeding yet from that notification, so that's good. I was playing around with the stream setup yesterday a little bit. And soon to have some music on the stream in the background as well, I think. I don't know. What do you guys think? A little music in the background? Or do you like hearing my nostril breathing? Every, like, breath, I guess. Oh, beautiful speakers. Those don't look like they have any issues. Voila. Okay. So I do this a little differently, I think, than most people that I watch online. You can use a credit card, you can use the iFixit cards, or I don't know why I picked these up. These are JIA space FA mobile phone repair tools. You can't read that. Glare. Actually, got them like with the screw mats. I take them. Ever so carefully. This one won't fit. I broke one of them strategically to fit there. And we're going to see if these are glued in by another technician, because you can see that it's missing its whole bottom strip here. I did not do that. If these are OEM, this will just cut through all the foam underneath of it. It feels like it's not cutting foam. I'll see. Yeah, it does not feel like it's foam. Could be. Doesn't feel like it, but I think it is. So. Oh, yeah. That is not going anywhere. Let's try this side over here. Still on camera? We're on camera. Great. No metal. Just sharp edges. Yeah, I should be like slipping right in under there when I'm putting all of my weight on it. Holy cow. Alcohol time. That would have been the easy, ideal way to do it. We'll see if I'm just getting trolled by the foam and I'm thinking of a different model, or if these are glued in with like silicone or R3000, wherever that stupid. Okay, now it's cutting like it's foam. Maybe I just wasn't getting it started. Yep, okay, it's foam. Great. So I'll just use a little bit of alcohol to get these started. I want to get between the foam layers. There we are. Good, good, good. We don't want a battery explode in our hands now, do we? Well, I don't want a battery to explode in my hands. You guys might. That'd be fun. Yeah, B7000. That beloved stuff. Yeah, okay. 2 outsides. Now I like to go in from the side, and I can use a full-size card for that. Use T8000 is much better. Ah, yeah, yes, T8000. Anything with like a big number on the end of it, throw it away. Actually, don't know. It might be really good stuff. Is the autofocus not on? It is. Okay. There we go. Cut through the first layer. This one up from right has 2 layers. Cut through the second layer. Lift up a little bit. Go from the bottom. There it goes. 2 batteries. Now this is kind of concerning. You see the traces there. Well, the battery terminals, legit. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. You mean you don't use Tesa tape? We should take out these 2 screws while we are here. You know, this box says it's the right battery. I didn't actually verify that it's the right battery first. Okay, you look like the right battery. Yes, right battery. Okay. I use 2 strips of red tape on the left and right sides. Red tape? I can't think of anything smart and to give you crap because I'm not really familiar with the different tapes. All around the outside of it. Is that like to make the boulders flush or something like that, or what? You can't really see this, can you? Shove. Oh, there we go. Where's my friend from like the last time I streamed that was asking me all these questions about exploding batteries in the lab and that stuff? This would be a great stream for him to watch. Two flush greets, a seal kind. Oh, that's nice. Is T8000 kind of flexible like silicone, or is that more of like a permanent hard silicone, I guess? Oh, gonna hurt my fingers doing this. Don't want to hurt my precious little man flesh. There we go. Gotta make funny faces to get this stuff to come out. There we go. Okay, so I said I was gonna take these two screws and I never did. This battery surprisingly only at like 68% life, but the system does not say that there's a problem with it, which is odd. But he wanted it changed, so we're gonna go ahead and change it. So this cable right here, into the square. This little cable, the trackpad cable. Careful, that little guy. You want to love him tenderly. That just cuts down so nicely. Make the face. Kind of what I was waiting for. And over top of that nice little fragile cable now. Oh. And my new multimeter. I say new multimeter. My really old HVAC multimeter that I just found. Put a battery in. Because it legit only does voltage, ohms, diode, and capacity. And continuity. So that's a much better desktop one for this use instead of my fancy dancy. Well, it's still a fluke, but it's my other fancy dancy fluke meter. So I used to like to cut off as much as I can instead of prying up, because I don't really want to hurt the underlying trackpad cover. So got all the foam cut. Just lift her on out of there. Okay, what kind of damage did we do to the bottom? Right here, it's a little stretchy. On this side, it's a little stretchy too. Those are the ones I did not want to start, so something was going on funky with that foam. That looks pretty good. Nothing punctured at all. Just lots of rubbing action going on. Now, for the fun part. Cleaning. Do I have fingernails? I do. Good. So, if you want to do anything with the trackpad, get to this point. Well, maybe you can just lift up the middle of it, but take the battery out so you can get to this. Take it off to get to the trackpad. We, however, are not going to touch the trackpad, and I'm not even going to open up the screen because I'm not worried about this acetone. We're just going to put a little light dusting of acetone on all these pieces of foam. I don't know if this actually helps or not, but in my head it definitely does. And that's what's important. And the internet's still green. This is great. Okay, let's see if that did anything good. Pick with the fingernail. Start with the little corner. Do I do this with fingernail or do I use this? I think I use this. I'll go to the top so you can see what I'm doing. Get it started. Slowly lift up. Oh yeah, okay, this foam is not going to be cooperative. That's fine, that's fine. Yeah, no, that foam just wants to disintegrate. Maybe that's why it didn't want to come off easy. It's like trying to come up. It's not. And yes, Cam. Take all the old foam off. This is so weird. Why is the acetone not doing its thing? Or was it doing its thing and now it's too dry? Let's see. I'll put a little bit more acetone on here. See if I missed the golden opportunity. Nice and wet. Too wet. Nope. Okay, I did not miss a golden opportunity there. Did I mention I wanted music? So while I do this super annoying portion of this job, what you guys want to talk about today? What exciting things have happened for you this week? Guess I could be like 3/4 of the other chops and just take like a good old X-Acto blade to it and scrape up everything. Well, that wouldn't be cool now, would it? We're professionals here. Almost. There we go. 2. Yep. Sounds like the wild parrot's back. No, it's a palm rest. I'm not worried about the palm rest flexing. So I've always noticed when you're working with plastic blades and stuff, it helps to slide side to side to, like, you know, add some heat friction to it and to stretch it in a direction it's not what you're trying to work in, and it really forms, it feels like you're cutting it. It reacts like you're cutting it. It'll leave a little residue, but yeah, it's a good little trick that I've learned. 1. Let's see if any of these are better without acetone. See if acetone on this one is a mistake or not. Nope, not a mistake. Wild parrot's going crazy again. I say wild parrots, but generally they're like the really small green ones. Only like twice I've seen the really huge colorful ones flying by here in front of the window. It's pretty cool. Should get another camera to point outside for you guys. Not a client. Funny if people are actually saying something in chat, but neither of my computers are working. It's awkwardly quiet from Cam. Almost. Come on. Oh, Cam, if you are here, what's the difference between an iPhone 5C and an iPhone 5 battery? Is there any difference? Somebody wants a battery replacement, I think, on an iPhone 5C. And I don't know if I need to buy new. Oh, come on, computer, don't go to sleep on me like that. I don't know if I need to buy a new battery for it or not. Oh, great. Okay. Now I'll see if she actually wants to, put money into an iPhone 5C. Or you like the cheapest model. My mom had an iPhone 5C. Good old plastic iPhones. Yeah. True, if it goes back to the 5C. I think that goes back to the 5C. Problem is that it's like way over there, and I'm like way right here. Oh, I think, let's see, what more acetone help? Fun story. These plastic guys, they are PLA. Don't douse them in acetone. If I got any 3D printing, no, ABS or ABS, not PLA. If I have any 3D printing geniuses here, you'll catch that reference. This is legit one of the hardest ones that I've had. Besides like the first ever ones I did before I understood like how to actually take the battery out, this is really brutal to get this foam off. Oh, it's not this much, but hey. That's why it doesn't cost the same as a MacBook Pro. 3-screw battery. Those are nice. Two. some acetone on you. Twice. You. Twice. Twice. Oops. Cookies. Scrape, scrape, scrape. Oh, this is coming off much quicker now. You want me to pull you? If you're lucky, it'll let you just do that. And if you do it just right, right angle, right speed, it'll all come out. Not lucky today. Should not buy a lottery ticket at the moment. Tried. Why OBS? Why would you disconnect like that on me? I'm back! Welcome to the stream. Okay. How long that was for? Or even why it was for. Am I on the right network? Yep. Yoki dokie. Oh, wait a second. How many networks do I have? Yeah, okay. I plugged my Wi-Fi antenna back in. Good. Okay, Cam, you be O B R H brr. Be right here. Maybe by the time you get back, I will have a battery ready to install. It's a trying. No. A fair bit. Oh, little I do. Patience game. My hand's already getting tired from this. Beautiful. Oof. There we go. Coffee. Client. So I have this new thing that I'm going to be doing, especially for this next client that's coming over, where when they are here, I'm just going to blank out my screen and have a little message saying they're going to be right back on it. And, there'll be times where I talk to a client to see if they would like to be on the film, because, you know, just a sign out in the front that says, hey, I'm live. Yeah, I don't know how many people would understand that. So, just an FYI. Sure thing. Okay, so in about 15 minutes or so, I'm going to take a break from this to meet with a client. And then I will be back. Oh, I need to clear off some room somewhere, though. Yeah, from this way so you can see what I'm doing. Ah, it's just so shiny. Let's see. Move that screen down a little. You can kind of see what I'm... You can probably guess what I'm doing. I'm peeling off a sticker. This is how I imagine the Louis Rossman stickers must be to get off. Nearly impossible to get off, you know. Nearly impossible. 2 hours to take a sticker off. There we go. Because my hands hurt. Let's go ahead, get some acetone. Clean this up all nice. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Not get a headache. Just for now. I'll move that in a second. I already used gloves, but well, it's the gloves that I have for some odd reason. feel like I should jump over to this platform real quick and get myself levels in my own chat. Good old mixer. Mixer. Profile. Me. I'm live. Go. Watch. Yes, watch me. Streams for a mature audience only. Mute. Puedes hacer un poco espacio. ¿Mucho frío? Porque yo quiero bajar la temperatura un poco más. Sí, por favor. Sebastián está en camino ahora, en quizás 10 minutos está acá. Oh, this is so fun. I love changing batteries in a MacBook. It's totally necessary to glue the battery. Well, tape the shit out of the battery. It's totally necessary. Without all this tape, you know, you wouldn't be able to drop down the stairs 5 times and have the battery stay in. It'd be terrible to consider that. Terrible. Gonna put some screw holes on the sides of it. No, not like the MacBook Air. That wouldn't work at all. Hmm. 6. Oh, we're halfway done. This is great. Did I mention Happy Friday, everybody? Hope you're all about ready to have a good weekend. Or whatever day it is when you actually watch this. Boop, 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 boop. Am I early? Did you miss anything? No, you did not miss any. Oh, okay. You missed something. You missed me ripping the battery out. Now I'm cleaning off all the stupid tape. AU51. Were you asking me like a bajillion questions about batteries the other day? I think it was you, wasn't it? Well, happy Saturday to you. If you say good morning, it's probably Saturday for you already. It was you indeed. Wonderful. Well, this stream, I had you in mind. I said, I'm going to stream this. Who wants to watch a battery replacement? Meh. I remember somebody was asking a whole bunch of questions about batteries recently. So, I'm assuming that you can like rewind in the stream and watch it if you're really curious. No problems at all. I guess just showing you my techniques and how I actually remove a larger cell battery like this. It is 100% dead. I'll tell you that. I had 0 charge on it. So that helps a lot. Generally, it's not something that I worry about. You'll see that I did indeed not puncture it, so nothing to worry about. No, I'm just cleaning it. Clean like a whistle. Squeaky clean like a whistle? I think that's the term. This is fun. No, not absolutely, huh? Doubt it's 0. They said it was like sitting for a couple of months without any use. You'll notice that these connectors are like wide open too, so bleep. That is not my multimeter. No, it's got 3 volts on it. Okay, so it's not completely dead. This is good. That means I can probably reuse these cells for a project if they're at 3 volts or so. It's not a, yeah, not 0 volt. But in the system, it says that the battery is at 0%. So it does not have 3.2 volts on it, or above. I have a huge old stack of batteries. My secretary's like, what are you gonna do with these? Why do you keep these things here? I wanna make a bicycle. Goes 19.99999. Actually, it doesn't matter how fast I go here. 80 kilometers per hour on my little electronic bike. That'd be great. Computer, why are you sleeping again? Macbook. Yeah. Little 500 milliamp. How many milliamps are the iPods? I think the iPod batteries you can buy online for pretty dang cheap. Or go watch BG Clive. And he has all sorts of ideas for, like, I think you have a Poundland there. Go buy one of those like dollar e-cigs. They have a nice little rechargeable lithium cell in it. It's not a soft cell either. I think it's a hard cell. I don't know about other people that stream or make YouTube videos or stuff like that, but what was their inspiration of doing it? Like, I can tell you, I had a lot of fun watching BG Clive, EV Vlog, Rossman, Jessa Jones, Jason, and it's like, hey, one day I want to be able to do that. And here I am. Can't say that I have like 4 billion views, but hey, not important. People that I have enjoy it. Ha ha ha. Thankful has an old charging pouch for some very nice electronics. Stereo Bluetooth there. Count forever. Oh no. That's a good use though. Bring some stuff back to life. So AU51, FYI, I'm going to be heading out. I'm not going to be leaving. I am going to be muting the stream or putting just my little logo on for 10 minutes or so. I don't think it's worth restarting the stream and pinging everybody again. But I have a client stopping by in a couple of minutes that I'm going to be not having live. Yeah. But yes, reuse, reduce, recycle. I love the shirt. Let's say, broken is never the end. Thanks, I fix it. I bought the shirt, but thanks. I like it. This shirt is starting to become broken though. It's getting little holes in it here and there. I think I have to send him an email, ask. What kind of a warranty you got on your shirts? Lifetime warranty on the tools. How on my shirt? Oh, that'd be fun. The secretary doesn't have her iFixer shirt on today. It's funny because you actually cannot find that quality, or this quality of shirt down here. Soft and light and kind of feels like rayon, but I don't think it is shirt. Come on. My fingers are dying. This razor blade's like shot. Say razor blade. This orange protective blade is shot. Sharpen. There we go. That worked pretty well. Nope. No, it didn't. Give it a second. We're so close. So close. This one's like not having it. Dang. Yeah, true that. Except if they did have that, then I would probably rip holes all in the batteries. Because I don't know how to take hot snot off very well. Besides dab of ISO. Off with you. There we go. Do a little of this. I was surprised when I learned that whole ISO trick for hot snot. It's like, huh, it does work. What do you know? The internet. Oh, excuse me. The internet is right. There's that hamburger from today. It's not every day you can be like, oh, I learned it on the internet. That's right. Who did I see that from, anyways? Super clean. Clean enough to eat off of. Okay. Almost there. Yes. Heard of people discovering SMP overflow with a post saying, yeah, I know. I learned it from Cornwall myself years ago. I could just tell, sounds interesting and ideal thing. Sadly, it doesn't. Ah, bummer. Yeah, well, from one awesome project to another, right? Yeah, I've never heard of that. The reflowing SMD in a pot of hot sand. I saw it on Facebook. There's a weird one for you. I was like browsing my Facebook feed and, oh, this post is similar to what you have interested in. It's like some guy, like, look, sand. Tinfoil. Go. It's like, okay. You're not using any of the right words, so you're just like going for the clickbaity, cool, whatnot, but yeah, okay. No, I get the idea. That's cool. That does drive me crazy when I see things on Facebook that are, oh geez, what was it? The other day I saw one that's like, no, you're not soldering. It's like, solder the tube together, and they're like, just, what are they doing? It was not soldering, because then later they soldered the tube together. It was funny. What is here? Man, if you could only see all these little pieces of foam that have come off. I want some better cameras. I want a better computer. I want all sorts of stuff. Better work for it, right? That's pretty cool. Yep. I enjoy watching Cody's lab stuff. I don't think I've seen him doing reagents in a sand bath to heat him up, but it makes perfect sense. I can tell you in the medical industry, for RNT work, basically ears, nose, and throat, they have a special cart. I don't remember the technical name of it. It's just kind of like a departmental cart. It's not like an exam table. It's more of what they use to hold their instruments and tools and stuff. And it legit has a hot sand station inside of it. And what you do is not super hot. It's just like above body temperature by a couple degrees, so probably like 100 degrees Fahrenheit, not Celsius. Burn somebody's mouth off. And the idea is that if you stick a mirror into somebody's mouth or up somebody's nose, if it's cold and they're breathing, it'll fog up the mirror. If it's a warm mirror, then it will not fog up because the condensation point is too high. So they have this little sand bath that they stick their sterile tools in. Bloop, you wait for a couple of seconds, pull them out, stick them down their throat, up their nose and their ear. Well, I guess ear isn't necessarily it. Yeah, no, it does not kill any biologicals. It's like a one-time use thing. Well, not one time. Actually, were those tools one time? No, they were not one-time use tools. But it was like one time a patient, and they would send them to sterilization to be cleaned. And then once they received them back, I don't remember if they even took them out of their sterile packs or not, or if they just like shoved the whole side of the sterile pack into it, because the little like orthodontic mirrors have a chunk of metal on them as well that will retain the heat for a while. So you can take the bag out, open it up, handle it around a little bit, and stick it in there. Dew point. What did I say? Condensation point, didn't I? Condensation dew. Yeah, okay. One of them. They won't get foggy. There we go. The foggy-ish point. I like that technical word. I'm just expecting him to like open up the door and I don't notice. Like, oh, hey, bleep, mute. You're gonna get to enjoy my elevator music. What other things did I have on those ENT cards? It's like the only thing that really stood out to me is like, wow. I think they might have even had heater drawers. I know for some woman studies, underneath the exam table they have a drawer that's legit heated because there's metal contraptions that they like to stick into holes that are not necessarily comfortable to have cold things shoved into. So I legit have like a warming drawer for instruments. It's cool, I guess. It's considerate. There we go, that's the word. It's very considerate. Tomato, potato, tomato, potato. I thought it was supposed to be tomato, tomato, potato, potato. Same diff. Dew point. Dew point. Yeah, dew point. Condensation point. My brain is still like, In regards to dew point, condensation point. Oh, let's hear it. I'm actually curious what's the difference between condensation point and dew point. Dew point is when the air droplets in the air become condensated enough to actually pull down to the ground and turn into dew, I would suppose. I don't know. And condensation is a cold surface that is colder than the air around it that will cause the humidity in the air to condensate on it. Dew point is just the air getting cold enough that all the water in it falls down onto the grass, basically. Falls down. That's why we call it fall here in America, because the fall's out of trees. No, we're not in North America. We're in Paraguay. What do you call it? Fall. Stuff falls. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. So condensate, I believe, is what it should be. So the breath does not condensate on the mirror. Because you never talk about, oh, look at the air is dewing onto the glass. Called vapor. No, it's the condensation onto the glass. English hard. If you're not nice, we're gonna switch to Spanish. Then it'll be a mess for everybody. Spanish equals to be like, huh? What? English equals to be like, what? When he's trying to speak our language, I just know it, but I don't understand what he's trying to say. Stuff is coming out of his mouth. Yes, you speak English. Hablo inglés? Habla inglés. For the longest time, I thought no habla inglés. No habla español was how you say, like, I don't speak Spanish. But legit, when you say no habla, the habla, the A ending of it means you. The hablo means me. So technically you don't need to say yo no hablo español. You say no hablo español. And it's like the ending of the word gives it away that you're talking about yourself. But no, so for like the first 18 years of my life, I went running around and somebody started speaking in Spanish. Don't speak Spanish! That's what I was telling him instead of I don't speak Spanish. Rude. I know, right? Don't speak Spanish. That makes it really, really happy to speak Spanish. No hablo español. Hablo inglés. I speak English? Yes. Sí, por favor. Habla en español. Habla en inglés. Yes, please. Speak in English. I still have yet to make the completely Spanish stream. It'll be a achievement. Might as well stick that on a followers goal or something like that. That'd be fun. When I hit 150 followers, we're gonna do a Spanish stream. Aha. Almost there. This is like the worst corner. I'm gonna flip it around for my ease and convenience. Okay, so here comes my client, this kid. So we're gonna go on hold for now. Just so you know, I will be back. I think this has my elevator music. we're back. Thank you for your patience with that one. Okay. Sounds like I need to start up Rosetta Stone, learn me some Espanol. Wouldn't hurt. Why not, right? Um, I thought that I would not need to know any Spanish at all, so I took French. I was like, those Spaniards, they can speak English. I'm here in America, and here I am in South America, Paraguay, where the two spoken languages are Spanish and Guarani. Guarani is a pretty confusing language. Boop, doop, boop. Scrap, scrap. So close. You know, for all the weeb things that I've done personally, I'm surprised I don't know more than 5 words in Japanese or Chinese or any Oriental language. Russian? Yeah. If you want to learn Russian, that sounds pretty cool. You know, knowing as many languages as possible is really cool. I'll just say that. Don't matter which language it is, even if it's a dead language, that's pretty cool. Yos! Tape. All done. All gone. It's all gone. A beautiful sight. Okay. So, now, that's that. That's how you remove a battery. Wasn't that beautiful? We're gonna get rid of the dead bug in here. Ooh. I'm gonna blow it out a little bit too, because I'm a nice guy. Even though I'm not charging him for a blowjob. Turn this on. Suck all this dust out of here. Lucky for me, this extractor goes outside instead of to a $500 to $800 filter. It's HEPA grade. Yeah, English is definitely one of those languages that probably be spoken for a very long time. We'll be talking in clicks with our tongues so we can talk quicker. What TV show was that talking about? I don't know, the language of possible extraterrestrials being just clicking sounds because they would be speaking in binary or something that would be a much quicker form of communication than words. Okey-dokey. So what I like to do is test fit it. Something ain't quite 100% right. You stick, test fit. Okie dokies. Brilliant. Now I'm going to install the speakers again. It's hard to take the battery out with speakers in, but it is, in my humble opinion, best to put a battery in with the speakers installed. So you don't get them in the wrong place, because then you feel dumb after working all that time to get the battery unglued, then find out, oh shit, battery doesn't sit down. Okay, that's where we want it. Let's move this forward a little bit more. Everything is super duper nice and fancy and clean, all that. We are going to start with the two middle ones, and this is double coated tissue tape is the technical name of the sticker stuff on it. which is why you can cut it in the middle. I want to do this, or do I just want to YOLO? Now we're going to do it like this. I'm not going to YOLO this. There we go. Those are down nice. Speaking words is very... Yeah, it is. Yeah, seriously, what are those Canadians now? Sorry, mate. Oh, wait. That's not Canadian. So I'm going to shove my really sharp tweezers underneath of it now, because I'm not worried about puncturing it. To pull out this guy. Go ahead, lay that down nice. Lay that down nice. Beautiful. That would be cool, having a language consist of ideas, though. But then comes another very big, interesting thought. People have different basis of ideas. How do you transmit your idea? Even now, like, I have problems communicating with people when I have an idea that I'm trying to explain to them. Any Apple logo? Nope. No Apple logo on this one. I buy my batteries from iFixit because they have a nice warranty on it, and I trust their control for their batteries. So this is one of the parts that I do not stick original batteries in because it's really hard to get them. As well as logistically speaking, with customs batteries, I don't pay anything extra. My client pays something extra, I should say. So yeah, it's one of those push and pull things. Yeah, it might be. It has some black stickers over it. This might be a legit Apple battery, but I'm not going to like deface the stickers because I don't want to destroy the battery trying to pull it off. But not Apple certified, refurbished. iPad nomás. Enchufa. No, sí, enchufa. Mira. Sí, un iPad 2 es iPad 2. Okay, what's your idea you got for the cells I just pulled out? That are at 60% capacity, keep that in mind, but still. Pretty good. About 60% more capacity than 0. I do have 6% chance. But these are like good size cells. And they're funny size cells. They're each different size cell. So I'm not going to do that. I do have some other ones that I would be more than willing to poke around at. That I have a battery charger for that I could intentionally charge up to try to go poof outside with. But I don't think that's a tonight project. I'm kind of afraid to even charge them up because they're already like little bubbles of joy. Okay. Want your advice for getting it to go poof? Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear your poofy advice. Oof, done. Discharge to absolute 0 then. See, I don't want to destroy my charger. And I also don't want it to go poof here in my lab. That causes 2 issues. And actually my charger will not let me reverse. Oh, okay. Just hook it up to a DCPS. That would work, but... As you have quite the creative idea there. These extra long leads. I don't have extra long leads. There we go. So now would be a great time to mention you should always test the battery first in your system, make sure it charges and then it runs off the battery before sticking in a defective battery, doing all this work to find out that it doesn't work. So, Do as I say, not as I do. Cat 5, what? Cat 5 cable with like what? Half the pair is twisted together. Blow this guy off a little. There we go. Ew, that's gross. It could work. Yeah, it most definitely could work. Isn't really intentionally making batteries go poof kind of bad for the environment, though. Like, I tried on a couple of smaller iPhone batteries. They were so dead that they didn't even go poof. Okay, doke. So, make sure all the little wires that I want to be on top will be on top. Especially this little dirk of a wire down here that never is on it. Make it educational. Yeah, true. True. Anything can be... yeah. Yes. This is what it takes to make a battery go poof. They're not super sensitive. Seriously. Stop! I have one like Lewis smashing one with a hammer. That was pretty funny. That made me laugh because, like, yep. That's about right. Can I get this microphone up through the side of the fan? I did! Okay. Now I am missing you. I am missing me a keyboard connector. Keyboard first. Come here. Come here. Okay, keyboard. This guy, that guy, that guy. Trackpad. Battery. All this stuff goes over top of it, and holy cow, they all came out on top. First try. Oof. Pat yourself on the back for that. That's an accomplishment. Be proud of. Beep doop. Okay, do I have these in the right order? Yes. So, legit, everything's on top where it needs to be. I'm going to stick in the DCM board now that I think I should have done first. What did BG Clav try to do? Let's see here. Ooh. He never uses his HDMI one. BG Clive tried putting a nail through a series of lithium pouch batteries and got disappointed. Dave from EV Vlog has done the same and gotten similar results. Gunnar Wolf, Mike from Electro, something stuff. Eventually got a pouch to go, but that's after he started using knife in 70. Yep. Oh geez, what's the name of the group? They just made the really funny Tom Cruise deep fake. Corridor Digital did one a long time ago with an arrow. They shot an arrow through a LiPo pack of batteries, and it worked. The arrow did the job, but that was also a LiPo. I have the hardest time figuring out the difference between lithium polymer and normal batteries. Lithium ion. There we go. Goofed the name. What kind of a enthusiast are you? Mike's electric stuff. Who's the guy that plays with all the really high voltage? I just sweep 2 of those screws off on my lap. Well, no, yeah, okay, he has a lot of high voltage transformers and stuff, but he's always doing like super high current funness. Where did this screw go? Oh, we on YouTube? Prater, how you doing, buddy? I just lost the screw. It did not fall into my chair. Did it go in my pocket? Oh, there it is. Oh, those are just case screws. You guys know those anyways. Kind that has that 491 tabs in the Firefox session when I want to watch movie. Oh, sheesh. At least it's Firefox, not Chrome. Or press F for your computer. Pay respects. Doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good myself, thanks for asking. Now, I had a thumb drive here. I like to use thumb drives to align boards. FYI, shove your thumb drive in there. Make sure it's nice and centered in the socket. Once it is, go ahead and crank this down. Beautiful. One aligned board. Because YouTube keeps unsubbing me and clicking the what? Sounds like a pain. Unsubbing you. YouTube is going through all sorts of fun things right now. I feel like it's not necessarily a good time to start up being a content creator on YouTube at least. But hey, give it a good old go. Have some fun while I'm at it. That's really what's important. I have fun doing this and I enjoy it. You guys make this a blast. Thanks. So, you are indeed aligned. Pull you out, stick in this funny long screw that's not magnetic. Okay. This fan screw that is magnetic. What? Screwdriver is not magnetic. Come here. Yeah. Scroll down. Scroll down. I think I like tried to set it all up to make it easy so you could find me on every platform if you wanted. As well as Humble Bundle. Time to I don't even know what it's called. Advertise for myself to make money. And so recently I become a Humble Bundle partner. So if any of you happen to be video gamers that, you know, like to play games, or actually they have a lot of stuff on their books. Sometimes, like right now they have a book collection as well as a like live streaming of 2019 kit. All that stuff. If you follow my affiliate link there, my partner link there, and you buy a Humble Bundle, yeah, buy a Humble Bundle. At the bottom, there's normally sliders that you can change around. You have to like click a button and it'll pop out and you can say how much money you want to go to a charity of your choice. Well, their charity of their choice, I should say, at the moment. Thanks for the subscription, Joshua. I appreciate it. Geez, that was loud in my ear. Holy cow. Yeah, so charities, which is like it first really got me into Humble Bundle because cool charities. This was legit missing a screw. Huh. Maybe, yeah. Weird. I'm missing this heatsink screw over here, a little baby. You can choose how much that money goes towards the devs. You can choose how much of that money you want to go towards Humble Bundle. Or you can also choose how much of that money you would like to go towards me. To help support me making this fun kind of content, and hopefully I'll be able to actually buy like designated internet here someday. I feel like that had a screw in it, but it's super obvious that that's a long, short screw. That's a short screw. Put all the other screws in first. Joe does have a PayPal, and I'm setting up a Patreon right now. I haven't really discussed that yet, and problem is PayPal here in Paraguay, we cannot receive money, so I'd only be able to receive money on my stateside PayPal account, which is kind of a pain in the butt, because a lot of the local bills are what I'm trying to work out and like improve things here. If it's going to be with the Patreon page, it's going to be, you know, buying some new cameras and supporting the internet, that kind of stuff, so that I can have more reliable streams, as well as all the other fun things that I can come up with and think of, and probably be asking anyone interested what they would like to see in Patreon. But for Patreon, it's weird because they have payouts to PayPal, as well as some other pay something. I don't know the name of it. It's more of an international based payout thing that they would send me like a debit card or a credit card that the money would go onto. That feels really flexy. Guess that's what the motherboard does. It's been a while since I've had one of these up. Yeah, I know, seriously. Here, let me help you out with that. Oh, you still can't read it. Yeah, this is terrible. See? Like, what are you supposed to do with that? I'll tell you, this camera right here is from like 2012, 2011. Nothing wrong with it. It's working perfectly fine, as you can see. It's a Logitech something something old. This is a fake GoPro that I don't know how much better a real GoPro would be. But I don't know. A better recording device would probably be nice for this, so you don't hear my nose breathing as much. Let's see. Do not and will not trust or condone Patreon. Yeah, I know. That's the other, like, what other platform can I use after this weird Patreon? Oh, we don't like your content, so we're going to remove it. It's like, wait, what? But you looked at my content that I did an interview 5 years ago because they invited me onto their channel. This is not my this is their content, but you're banning me because they're, because something I said on somebody else's, yeah. I do not approve of that or like it in any way, shape, or form. If you have any other alternatives, I'm all ears. We are kind of like all in the tech business here, and I know that there are people that are coming up with alternatives, which I'd be very curious to, son of a bitch, to hear about. Don Canton, certainly very sad. Yeah. Subscriber star. Okay, I'll check that out. So, guys, you might notice these two screws right here don't have a home. That's because they go right here under the motherboards to hold the speakers down. So, we're going to teach you guys real quick. How do you remove a motherboard from one of these models? So, you want to go ahead and unplug your trackpad connector, unplug your keyboard connector. I learned this from Jerry Rick. This is an educational thing I was doing. I'm just showing you because I took this apart beforehand. How to take apart this computer all day. To cram myself to sleep. Yeah, I cut this ribbon on purpose intentionally to show you that there's a ribbon here that you don't want to cut. See? This is how it cuts. Look at that. Frustrated humming intensifies. Probably would be a good time to, should have just tested it to make sure the thing even turned on with the battery, but I have faith in this iFixit battery. It's been sitting for a while, but damn, how you doing, buddy? You're just in time to watch me teach everyone how to remove a motherboard. Because if you want to put in these screws for both the speakers, you got to do that before you put the motherboard in. Hey, teaching everybody what not to do. What not to do. Remove all the screws you just put. Yep. Unplug all the connectors. It went too perfectly. Like, the first time I laid the motherboard down, all the connectors were on the top. Send you a link to subscribe, start on Discord. Thanks, I appreciate it. I'm going to look into that. See what their features are and their benefits and that kind of stuff. Because that sounds interesting. Really, I want to try to do a lot of experimental stuff too that some other people might not have the ability to do, or the free time to do, because I will have weeks where I don't have any work. It's dumb. Like, all the MacBooks in Paraguay are working fine, and the iPhones, all great. Nobody needs to use their warranty. Can't complain about that. So that's when I get to do projects like switching out all the RAM chips on a MacBook Air to convert it to a different type of RAM. That was fun. It worked, but it didn't really work. I should say the experimental portion of it worked perfectly. The motherboard, I think, has a cracked trace, though, which is kind of baldish. Board out, worked, put it back together, didn't work, tapped on SMC. Oh, SMCs. Aren't they fun? I feel bad because this was like a stupid mistake. It wasn't a troll mistake where it works out of the machine work when you put it back in. Like, even this microphone connector came through the fan without me removing the fan. It was that perfect of a... all the screws, yes, yes. Yeah, nope. Nope. So you get to redo an SMC on 1278. Sounds exciting. Yes. Lift. I guess that's all I had to do, but you're coming out all the way. And that is how you take a motherboard out. And that is how you take its little side connector out. Wasn't that great? You learned there? Good. Okay. Put these screws in. Let's see, it is 5:56. Are you on your lunch break, Tim? Your late lunches. And again, you work like I do until 1 in the morning. You entrepreneur, you. Bunch of YouTubers I like are switching from Patreon to Subscribe Star, and Subscribe Star does have Discord in. Oh, that's nice. To sign ranks, that's nice too. I could tell you more here on Discord. Don't want to get all of your attention. Here I am staring at. Perfect plan, aren't I? Cool, but I wanted to know where those two screws went. There and there. I guess you couldn't really see this side. This side. There. And there. Which is why I had to take the motherboard out in the first place, so I could take the speakers out. Cry myself to sleep. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stick these in. I'm glad that you were here and you could see where those two screws went. So next time that you're looking at your Mac, you're like, hey, where'd these screws come from? This doesn't make sense. And you're like, oh yeah, that's where they are. Yeah, no, Revolve MSC, SMC. Is that a standard format SMC? I'll be honest, I don't know which one the 1278 is. Is that a MacBook Pro from like 2013? That's like my best guess that I can give. Whoop. It does happen to everyone. So some of it happens much more often. I'm thinking of starting up my own Discord too. Unfortunately, I don't know if I would have all the cool stuff to be like, hey everybody, I'm the genius, listen to what I say. Like this guy TCRS Circuit has here. By this guy, meaning he does. He's the smart one. Feel like this is not the right screw, but it is. And this one too. Yep. At least I put this board in right this time. Are you looking forward to electronics in 30 years that are nothing but breakout boards and single sock SoCs? Maybe a few support chips like power rate and filtering, maybe a few RF amps. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. I'll get the newest and coolest microscope then. It'll probably, like, go look up a DaVinci SI robot. That's probably, like, what we're gonna have to buy to work on electronics like that. 3-dimensional robot with arms, and you're, like, moving them around like this, but in reality it's, like, moving them decimeters, and... That'd be so cool. Fun story, especially for you, Tim. Try to work on DaVinci SI. Refurbish their cameras. If you think those coils are good, you look up that DaVinci SI. Hey, that went in again. Nice. Pull you out. Trackpad. Trackpad. Oh, you get under there. There we go. Neat. Just like, maybe I should go buy a lotto ticket to, no, okay, almost. Something is real, oh, that side of the battery. Side of the battery's what's really holding up the board. I want to hear more of your guys' opinions on this augmented reality. Privacy, all that kind of stuff, what could be done to make the privacy better? Because that was like the biggest point about it. I would probably trust them enough to make my everyday prescription glasses, yes. I'll let you, yeah, I don't see why not politics. We're just, if we do politics on this channel, everyone has to be open to the other side's ideas. No filibustering, no, well, I'm right, you're wrong, because that bullshit does not fly. If we're going into certain politics, I would say, like, this kind of a thing, privacy. It is interesting, though, well, especially Lewis, how he just released a video on how he trusts, well, okay. I'm not going to put any words in his mouth about if he trusts or if he does not trust Apple, but it sounds like with data on Apple's side that they are really trying to push for protecting users' data. So I could see that potentially being a good step in the right direction for something like augmented reality. And, you know, having some, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? History in, you know, actually taking care of clients' data. And it's like, hey, we're taking care of our clients, we're taking care of everybody's data, so augmented reality, like, we're keeping this data safe. All the pictures that it's taking and videos and that stuff is going into who knows what, insert all this stuff here. But they have a little bit of oomph behind it because, like, oh, look, Apple Pay. Use a different email address. So before we get into the whole privacy reasons, expectations into privacy, I will start with America has the PRISM program. I don't even know what that is, but okay. Yeah, UK does the same, Australia does the same, Japan does the same, you just touch China, yeah. Simply put, we're crazy to think. Despite all the 89 is pretty sweet. You are crazy to think you were. Yep. I will agree with that, 100%. I don't know if I would say necessarily the word spy, but if somebody wanted to, okay, would you be being spied on if it was an algorithm sifting through your data? Or is being spied on something that you have to be singled out to be like, hey, let's check all this guy's data and see where he's going and see what he's looking at. Yeah, not sure what they actually do with the data, but at least on the security of the device and its data, they go above and beyond for just consumer devices, that's true. Yeah, people are not consistent. That being said, everyone has at least 2 cameras on their phones, yep. Thousands of traffic cameras, yep. Public privacy buildings, yep. Oh, there have been security issues, yeah. I think a lot, I actually have no idea what happened with all the security issues. I can tell you I remember them happening. I didn't participate in it though, but I remember it. And I think that was like just weak passwords, wasn't it? Celebs using weak passwords and hackers easily being able to reset their passwords and then gain access to their personal data. Even if Google Glass Explorer versions were for their prescription glass, perhaps, but there's a whole lot of vain morons think they're being, yeah. Pixels, movies, theaters, yeah. You would hate to have like a 2 megapixel camera moving around every 5 seconds, you know, trying to make a, I forget what you call that kind of a pirated video. Oh, we do not see the same outrage for standalone VR headsets like Google J. Yeah, seriously. But those are, let's see, so I have a Vive Pro myself. I can speak on that a little bit out of my knowledge. I don't see any way, shape, or form that would be taking data, but that is a standalone. It's not a standalone VR headset. Okay, never mind. I see what you said there. Brain's working. Yes. 5 points for correcting myself. Yeah, I think the virtual reality standalone headsets. I want one. That sounds fun. Spoken to a few Oculus Quest users have their Quest outdoors. That sounds cool. And then people just like stare at them like, huh, what is that? And everyone gets all interested in, cool, what is this? Would be my guess. Can I try it? Yeah. Was all the outrage serious though? About the Google Glass and all that? Cause like, yeah, I read about it, but media. 2% of people out making outcries and making media like really famous. Is it actually happening? Huh? Okay. One momento. Oh, Pablo, ¿quieres hablar conmigo? No, pasa. Pasa.
Adaptador de Mac, dice.
¿Para cargar? Ah, yo paso en ese adaptador.
¿Ah?
Yo paso ese adaptador.
Adaptador de
Sí,
Mac.
yo paso.
Dice que se pasó, dice. Fíjate un poco bien. Ustedes se ponen.
No, yo paso su adaptador.
¿Ah?
Yo paso su adaptador. Antes que paso su monitor, yo paso en su adaptador. Okay, Spectrum. What did I miss here? Had a few double take. Yeah, looking forward to augmented reality myself for this. Things like personal navigation. Yeah, that's cool. And graphics about. Yeah, that's really cool. Kind of like Oh, Niantic. There we go. I really think the whole reason that they sent up Niantic was specifically for augmented reality. Niantic's an old game, isn't it now? Niantic, no. What's the name of it? Dang it. Hacking Portal. Ingress? No. Where you go hack your portals. I forget the name of that game. Oh, great game. My poor phone would like die in 3 hours from running it though. Outrage was so real. Physical. Wow. That's unfortunate. Because I do remember seeing like signs on the front of buildings and stuff saying, oh, you're not allowed into our coffee shop if you have this headset. Like, really? That's kind of dumb. Ew, nice and dirty. So we're going to go ahead and plug in a battery. No explosions. This is great. We're going to do an SMC reset. Hope that it worked. ¿Quién? ¿Quién quiere venir? That should be prompting to boot. Now it should be prompting to boot. Keyboard is plugged in. Now it's prompting to boot. ¿Quién quieres pasar? Ezequiel. Ah, okay, super. iMac. What happens if I unplug it? It's off. Okay. ¿Él quieres una transferencia de sus datos o no?
Seguro que sí.
Ok. ¿Cuántos gigas de datos tiene él?
¿En cuánto tiempo crees que va a estar?
Depende de la cantidad que necesito copiar.
O sea, ¿cuánto es el máximo? ¿Puede estar un día, 2 días?
2 días y medio.
O
Depende
sea
si ya
que
todo pasa bien el primer vez cuando yo probar.
si empezás mañana puede que esté para el domingo o el lunes recién. O él me dijo que necesita domingo a la noche o lunes a la mañana.
Ok, creo que sí. 73%. Hmm. Hmm. So you say that you're at 73%, but you did not want to turn on. So let's do AP RAM reset. Well, SMC reset now that we have a light that we can see. You can see the reflection of it turning green down here. GRAM reset.
Tenemos SSD de todos los juegos.
¿Él quieres 250 o 500?
Decime que tenemos ambos.
Sí, tenemos los ambos.
Ambos, ok. No me dijo todavía cualquiera. Ahora cuando ven.
Saw something along there. I also saw something from Wave. Micro mage repair, perhaps, but there's a whole lot of being. Yep, okay. We're just all over 0.8 and 500 milliband. 56 video recordings at 8. Wow. Yeah, that was kind of not a very high quality. Okay, please stay on. Oh, it stays on. So RAM reset. Beautiful. Beautiful. ¿Puedes traer también los tornillos de Retina? ¿Qué son ellos?
¿Cuál?
Tornillos de Retina. Hay una bolsa de tornillos pie, eso. Hay 3 bolsas, unas por el Air.
¿Acá?
Sí, en los repuestos de Mac. Whoever's the augmented reality, the other places, cars, yeah. Non-emergency personal vehicles, heads up display, that's pretty cool. Thermal cameras, that's nice. Oh yeah, I always wanted a thermal camera on a car. ¿Tigan Retina?
Air, dice.
De Retina. This cars. Yeah, seriously. So, I don't know. I guess your Tesla isn't necessarily going into a coffee shop and sitting down with everybody around them.
Retina dice.
Sí, perfecto.
Ok.
Gracias, Tanoa. Let's go ahead and... Sí. ¿Puedes pasar la carcasa de esa? The carcass of this. Gracias. There's that little magnet. Perfecto. Let's put this carefully where it goes so it doesn't stick to the motherboard. No, you are magnetic tweezers that are not magnetic, huh? Huh? Feel like this is a really dumb idea. Okay, not as dumb as I was thinking it would be. I don't know. I don't know if I would say I'm ignorant, but I would say that I'm more on the... There's certain data that I'm not all that concerned about others having about me. Yeah, I don't want my conversations that are personal to be public. And like if I'm in a coffee shop and somebody's there like with a, oh, we're gonna record what you're saying, I would probably be a little upset. I can see the side of that where it's, if you walk into a, where did my penelope go? If you walk into a coffee shop and you have a system that is supposedly recording and you have people that don't quite understand what's going on with it, how that could, yes indeed, become scary for them. So I can sympathize with them in that. But it's incorrect. Maybe? See, that's another huge issue with it, is like with everyone saying, oh, your Alexa's spying on you and there's teams of people like listening to all the questions and everything you say. Like, no, it's not. You're just a person that's wearing a tinfoil hat, and now it's like, oh yeah, by the way, there were a team of people listening to Alexa conversations. And all this stuff coming out, it's like, oh, so they were right. You need to fix that. probably first, to get the trust of people. Why are you not sat down right? Like, people need to actually, be able to trust the makers of the stuff. That does not feel right at all. Where did they touch you, poor little Macbook? Huh? You okay? Yep. That's the screw you get. If people have issues with cameras and wires are not outraged when people take calls to their ears and there's big camera face. Yeah, seriously. Because those cameras are not on, quote, unquote. That's all I can say about that. I can give you my naive side point of view and I can probably take both sides of view on that one. I would like to see better control. And kind of back to the whole Apple thing, I believe Apple is showing pretty good control with client data. And that will probably be their strongest point, as well as, having an Apple device means that you are in a club. Those screws were missing. He got 2 free screws. What a lucky dude. I'm not going to charge him for those. He's paying me a lot for a battery. He's going to get a nice service. Civilian, just like me, taking a phone call. Yep, exactly. Password. Oh, does this actually have a picture on it besides Usario? No, but it has emails open, so close, close, close. There we go. Battery. How you doing, buddy? Probably. Ew. Probably gonna be dead still because you should be optimizer. Plug you in. I say dead as in it's just gonna have a battery. And this is running Yosemite. 100% battery. Okay. So we will run this through a battery calibration. Give it a light cleaning, because this is a stain gate screen. Potentially, we don't want to stain on it. Look a little weird dot in the middle of the screen. Don't remember that. But okay. Oh, technically, how do you calibrate a battery? Do you have to charge it all the way up? And then decharge it all the way? Or do you have to, See, I think I've been messing this up the last couple of times. I've, drained it all the way and then charged it up 100% and thought it was calibrated. I think you have to charge it up 100%. Okay, Google. For those watching at home, Deviant Olam has a few conventions where he talks about overt and covert observation and counter-observation tactics. Oh yeah, I believe it. There's all sorts of good stuff out there. Let's see. MacBook battery count. MacBook battery calibration. Plug your Mac in. Wait until the battery is fully charged. Keep the battery fully charged for 2 hours. Disconnect it. Discharge your battery completely. Wait 5 hours until the computer sleeps and recharge. Okay, so you're supposed to plug it in. This is my only charger that I have like this right now too. So off. I'll plug every keep on. It's gonna take all night to die. That's fine. New batteries taking forever. Sheesh. Okay. That's how you do that. I'll go back to my chat. Restream, you never did log in. Where's my chat? Restream chat. I think I've seen that guy. He likes to just pop door hinges. Yeah, it's pretty fun. So, I think we are going to be doing an iMac as well here in a little bit. Cutting the screen open on it and doing a hard drive swap. That'll be fun. See if I am able to stream that or not, because it's this big and nothing's on screen for you. Can I put this camera up here? I don't know how I will physically be able to record it. Hmm. I don't know if I'll be able to record that one. I hope so. But I guess I have actually completed this job. I guess that's kind of not necessarily something I want. There we go. So I've completed this job. And I am... Let's see, should I end the stream or not? I am going to end the stream for now. I'll wait for this next client to show up and try to reorganize my cameras into a way that potentially can record my whole desk, so I can show the process of cutting open an iMac and then changing out its hard drive in it. Yeah, I saw the vape one. That was pretty funny. Or taking compressed air upside down, blowing it in there. I don't know, have you learned something? I never learn. Obviously, that's why I didn't put those 2 screws in first. I don't even have any leftover screws. This is wonderful. Today we have learned. So, to keep it simple, thanks for joining in. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. If shill, let's see, how can I shill at the end here? If you want to buy your video games, jump down to the link below of my humble bundle partner and support whoever you'd like to. One hand typing is hard, yes. So I hope to be streaming again here in a couple of minutes. If not, it was a pleasure of having everyone here. Hope you learned something. I always do. And I'll see you guys next time. Oh, where's my mouse now?